Hi friends! So if you're the type to just jump straight over to Patreon and just watch the full-length video over there and not pay attention to anything that happens on YouTube, then you are going to miss out on this message because this message is not part of the video that's on Patreon because I recorded that reaction like, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago at this point. And yeah, this is an updated message, but basically, if you saw my channel update video, which I know most of you probably did not because I've seen the numbers on my channel update video, but if you have, then you know that we're currently in the middle of entries for my next giveaway, which involves my BL cushions, one of them being an Untamed and Word of Honor inspired cushion. So if you'd like to enter for that, the link is over on the community tab of my channel. Fill out the Google form and potentially win that cushion. Also over on my other channel, Everything Topher, if you're interested in seeing how we created that cushion, how we came up with that collage, all that whole process. I just uploaded a vlog, which either should have been released right before this video did on YouTube or in like the next hour or so, but you can go over there. The link will be down in the description. And yeah, that's pretty much it. As of this point, over on not Instagram, Lord, it's been a long day. Over on Patreon, we only have 3 episodes left of the Untamed. So if you're interested in joining us over there for, more rapid access to those reactions, you can join us. Link will be down in the description. Otherwise, I'll make it to YouTube eventually. And I also put out another poll on my community tab, and the majority of you guys voted to use my Sundays to have double reactions for series I'm already in the middle of. So that will include the Untamed, as well as It's Okay Not to Be Okay and Love You Give Me. Every Sunday won't be each one of those series. I'll probably alternate or something like that, but for this week you guys are getting double the Untamed, so yay. Yeah, that's it. Bye.
Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher, and for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving into the Untamed. We're diving to episode 38. I just finished reacting to episode 37, and we had all manner of just things revealed. Basically, Xian is back, which I suspected. He was out here playing some sort of role in things for a while now. He also has some friend that he was talking about keeping Zhan busy that I neglected to talk about in my Topher's Thoughts section. I don't know if this is another puppet, the person in the mask who was trying to steal from them earlier in the prior episode. But I don't get the feeling that it is a puppet. There's something about it that feels like it might just be a person he's working with. I don't know. But either way, Xiang is back in the picture, and he is busy fighting with Zhan right now while Wuxia and the rest of the little boys are trying to find a way out. They came across who they kept calling a beggar woman, who was trying to lead them out, or at least lead them to this gravesite where they found Xiao, and she was very distraught once the grave was open. Even though she's blind and mute, her ears still work, and I guess she heard enough things to figure out who was in the grave, and she seemed terribly distraught. So right now we're going to try something called empathy to figure out who she is and what's going on here. So let's dive in and see. Don't pause there. I need to know why too. Okay, so yes, like I said, that flashback, which I'm glad it was just for the one episode, because again, I don't know if my heart could handle another emotional mini arc of a flashback like we got at the beginning of the series. But that flashback answered a lot of the questions I had last episode of my Topher's Thoughts section about Song Lan and how he became a puppet, whether there was confusion when he was answering the questions, when they were like, who killed you? Was it this guy? And he's like, it was this person. Who's controlling you? It was a person behind you, blah, blah, blah. So Song Lan is still in perfect, like he understands the gravity of the situation. He was answering honestly. So who killed you? Xiao. Well, technically it was Xingchen who killed him. But I guess Yang was the kind of the catalyst for all of that. So no, he did say the name. I'm misremembering. He said Xingchen's name is who killed him, and then he's like, who was controlling you? And he said, the person behind you. Yes. So everything he said was like, there wasn't any confusion happening there. And it's quite unfortunate. If there's one thing that this series and a lot of these Chinese series are good at doing, they're good at presenting these very unfortunate, untimely demise moments on screen. So seeing how Song Lan met his end, like obviously we knew that he died in some sense because he became this ghost puppet. So we knew something happened to him. But seeing that, how that scene all went down, like he found Ajing and was so just excited and relieved that he finally found someone who could lead him to Xingchen to make amends. And then as we saw throughout the battle with Zhu Yang, after Zhu Yang laid waste to that whole clan, and I guess took out his eyes. No. Was I misreading that? I may have misread that. Were Song Lan's eyes damaged? I know at some point like he had poison thrown in his eyes or something like that, and I don't remember if that was a loss of the eyes moment or if we recovered from that and something else happened. But they said Xingchen took his eyes out for Song Lan. So I don't know if that was just like a metaphorical, I took them out because you said you no longer want to see me, which feels a little drastic if you ask me. Or if it's a, hey, your eyes were actually damaged, so I took mine out, gave them to you. It's not how eyes work, but magic, so we'll write it off as magic. I don't remember which the situation was there. Basically, they had a falling out. He was very upset, and he basically said, I don't want to see you again. So he took his eyes out, and they went on their merry way. And I guess he's been trying to find him ever since to make amends. So finally found him so he can make his amends, but then he discovers, oh, hey, he's actually out here harboring and living harmoniously with Zhu Yang, and it's like, this man is bad. And at first I thought when Xingchen found Zhu Yang just laying there, I thought it was Zhu Yang starting some sort of, like, it was a master plan. He's like, okay, I'm gonna pretend to be hurt so this guy picks me up so I can, enact whatever evil plan I have. But it's like, no, he was genuinely hurt. He was genuinely hurt and got revived. And then he started playing these games. And like, I spent most of the flashback just sitting here thinking to myself, to what end? Why are we playing these games? Because at first it didn't seem as though he was playing a part, like he was pretending to be good or anything like that. It was like, he seemed like he was genuinely trying to like get along with Xingchen, and I was like, okay, what happened? Because obviously present day he's still batshit crazy. So I'm like, okay, what happened? When does the other shoe drop? When do you flip the script and turn on him? What's going on here? but he seemed like he was genuinely trying to be good. But then once Song Lan came around and Zhu mentioned that since he's blind, he can't really see, but thankfully, was it Frosted Snow or whatever his sword was called? It's like, luckily the sword can detect evil spirits and can just kind of like a homing device, just and just lead Xingchen to take out whatever evil. And he's like, luckily, if I cut out people's tongues, then the sword can't tell the difference between a ghost puppet and someone poisoned. And it's like, there we go. There we go. I don't know if that was his full intent the entire time of hiding, hanging out with him. And because like we had like what, a 3-year jump. So we met him and then all of a sudden multi-year jump. So like they were together for a while. So I don't know if all that time spent was Zhu Yang's way of trying to get Xingchen's sword, if it was his way of trying to develop some sort of new technique, if he was just hiding out because again he was injured very, very badly, so people were hunting him down, so just hiding out. And like I don't know exactly why he spent so long with them, but that was definitely one takeaway from the time spent there. He learned that, hey, the sword may be able to detect evil, but since the evil can't really talk, I can kind of masquerade these things as evil. And that's what these spiritual items will kind of like home to. They'll kind of be confused and think that it's something evil and you have to hunt it down and whatnot. And since he can't see, that this can come in handy really, really well. So if anyone gets in my way, well, I can just but yeah, that whole scene where Xingchen's sword led him to skewer Song Lan, and just the look in Song Lan's face, and those last few moments of him trying to reach out and get Xingchen to touch his sword, because like if he touches the sword, like he'll be able to either read the engraved words on the blade, or maybe he'll recognize the hilt or something, and to let him know, hey, this is me. But he couldn't quite reach him in time before his energy finally gave out. And it was just like so close yet so far, and it's just one of those moments where it's like, oh my god, why? It sucks so much that he doesn't even know, Xichen doesn't even know that Song Lan is gone, doesn't know what he just did, doesn't know anything. He is just out here. And I thought, like at first when we brought Xichen back into the picture during this flashback when he met Xing, I was like, okay, maybe he just, like, yes, he's blind now, but I feel like his other senses are heightened, like his spiritual awareness and whatnot. And so when she like when she pickpocketed him, he's like, all right, since we're both blind, can you give me back my thing? Like, okay, yes, you're on your game, you're aware of what's going on here. I thought like he probably knew that she wasn't blind. I thought that he was able to sense who Zhu Yang actually was, this, that, the other. But like as the flashback went on, I'm like, no, he's literally just out here blind and just trusting bitches. And I'm like, oh no, baby, no. Oh, I had hoped your spiritual awareness was a lot more acute than I thought. I was hoping you were sharper. Oh no, baby, don't trust Zhu Yang. No, baby. So we still don't know exactly how. Well, I mean, we know how he died. We saw his body in the coffin, but we don't know what circumstances led up to him. We saw how Song Lan died, but we didn't see what circumstances led up to Xichen dying. So that may still be revealed. What else? It seems as though the spiritual consciousness that Zhu Yang is trying to repair is Xichen's. Wuxian believes it's because he's trying to take a hold or take possession of Xichen's sword. That may be the case. That may not be the case. I'm not certain. I don't remember a lot about his sword. I don't know if it's if it's been given like superpowers, like if throughout the series they've mentioned its superpowers outside of just being able to detect evil. I don't know if it's got any other amazing qualities as to why he would want to try and steal this sword versus any other sword in the universe. Don't know. But again, we don't know yet that that's exactly the case. That's Wuxian's hypothesis, that he thinks Zhu wants to take that sword, but we don't know if that's actually what his intent is with trying to revive or trying to revive Xingchen's consciousness. Don't know. So still a couple questions lingering out there, but yeah, this was a great episode. I enjoyed. And might just dive into the next one. I had plans of looking at some other things, but you know what? It's fine. Tomorrow's not a terribly long work day. I just have shows in the morning, so afterward I could probably go record reactions to that other stuff. But I'm going to dive into the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments. I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Mwah.
Stranded here, time we had it all. The darkness took over, and we started to fall. Hey, the feelings I had for you, they never left. And now I'm standing here surrounded, lost with no vision of how we used to be. Standing here, surrounded. Standing here, stranded. Ooh, yeah. I was drowning, suffocating. When you pulled me out for air, I was running through the fire in the mountains that I see. Can't breathe without you. It's hard to see without you. Can't breathe without you. No, I can't live. No, I can't live without you. It's hard to see without you. Now we're together, there's nothing